Today I'm gonna spec out my dream truck to replace this 2018 Ford F-150 King Ranch. It's not a fantasy truck, it's not a YouTube flex truck, but this is a truck that I'm actually gonna purchase, and today we're gonna start building it. Before I build anything, I define the mission. I did this before I built my pool, I did this before I built the pavilion, and I'm definitely going to do it before I replace this truck with a very expensive Super Duty. So I'm sitting in my 2018 F-150 right now, and this thing has been a solid truck since the day I bought it. I absolutely love the King Ranch interior. It really defines who I am. But before I even think about ordering my replacement for this truck, I really have to think through the purpose of the truck. What is its mission? Because if you don't define the purpose of the truck, then the options are going to define the truck. For me, this truck isn't really about status. It's not about having a certain engine, and it's definitely not about checking every single block. It's about ranch work. It's about having a comfortable daily driver. It's about being able to tow my equipment, my boats. It's about getting it out hunting. And it's about owning a long-term truck that makes sense for me and my family. This isn't going to be a hotshot truck. This isn't going to be a fleet vehicle. This is going to be a tool. So before we open up the build and price page, what's your truck's purpose? Because if you can define that, everything else gets easier. I'd love to hear what your thoughts on this down in the comments. Okay, so first decision you got to make is trim level. A lot of people get emotional about trim levels, but I'm going to approach this kind of strategically. Which trim level did I choose or do I want? It comes down to three. It's going to be the Lariat Ultra, the King Ranch, or the Platinum. At the end of the day, I chose King Ranch for three pretty big reasons. First one is interior quality. Leather is just king here. I mean, if it does require some maintenance, you will have to do some maintenance on that leather to keep it up, but it's not a lot. I've had my leather truck or my leather interior truck for 7 years now, and it's just like the first day. I get so many comments on how comfortable those seats are. I think they're different in the other trims. I know that the leather is not the same. It's for sure the Lariat's not leather. Also the resale value, and then finally the Texas identity. It fits who I am. The whole look of the truck fits who I am. So we're going with the King Ranch. Lariat Ultra came in a close second. I mean, you could really get almost a King Ranch truck with a Lariat Ultra and save some money. And then Platinum, beautiful truck, fully loaded, get everything you can possibly think of, but it's just not my style. If you were ordering today, what would you choose, a King Ranch or a Platinum? And is the Lariat Ultra worth even looking at? So if there's something I'm missing between the King Ranch and the Platinum, please comment below and let me know about it. But as of today, this is the trim I'm going to order. This might seem like a small decision, but you know, you live with the color of your truck every single day, and in the black, it looks real aggressive. It's clean, it's classic, it's timeless, but it shows everything: dust, pollen, scratches, ranch road, and whatnot. Red was a consideration, but really what I'm thinking of, what I'd really like to have, is this argon blue. They say it looks like black at night, but blue in the sun. And I think overall it'll age better. But really, what do I want? I've come down to two options. It's either going to be black or it's going to be blue. So for you, black or blue? I don't want white. I don't want to wrap this truck. I'd say pick one. And this is one of those decisions that really feels kind of cosmetic until you're walking up to your truck every single day. Here's something I'm wrestling with when it comes to the King Ranch. It's that Marsh gray, lower two-tone look. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. And if I want to get rid of the Marsh gray, I got to go down here and add the chrome package. But it does give me front and rear chrome bumpers. On a ranch truck or a hunting truck, chrome bumpers might actually make more sense. They'll handle minor brushes and bumps and trailer taps. Painted bumpers look real nice until they don't. So, but this isn't really about flash, it's about durability. Kind of expensive at $1,500, but I like the chrome bumper and the two-tone delete. Now, beyond that, this is really where the internet usually explodes. Gas or diesel? And here it is. I'm going for gas, the 7.3 liter Godzilla engine. And here's why. The truck isn't towing 20,000 pounds every single day. It's a ranch truck. Equipment, boat trips, occasional heavy pulls, not commercial hauling. I'm not going to be towing every week, maybe 2 or 3 times a month at most. If I was towing full time, I would definitely go with the diesel. But for me, it's 7.3. The biggest driver on the engine is the cost. Diesel engine is going to push this truck north of $100,000. The cheapest diesel engine is going to cost you another $11,495. If you want the high output, it's going to cost you $13,495. But I can get it done with the 7.3 included. Gas is just simpler. You don't have to worry about DEF, and maintenance is a lot cheaper. I mean, what am I missing? If you've gone out there and you're running diesel in a Super Duty and you're not towing every day, what am I not considering here? I mean, what is true is I'm not buying this for a 5-year vehicle. I'm buying this vehicle to last me for a long time. And for long-term ownership, does that change the math? I don't think it does. I think with the 7.3 liter, I'm going to get the best deal. So that's what I'm going to spec today. Now here's where the build changes direction. If I'm going to spec this truck for ranch capability or go off hunting and going off-road, I'm going to want to come down here to the bottom and select the Tremor off-road package. So what does that give me? I get a factory lift, I get 35-inch tires, I get electronic locking rear differential, all sorts of stuff come in this package. And if we go back up to the axle, you're going to see it also comes with that 4.3 rear axle ratio. I don't have to choose the axle because it's going to choose it for me. And honestly, for boat ramps, for muddy ranch roads and occasional heavy towing, the 4.3 axle is actually not a bad thing. Little loss of miles per gallon, but capability comes with it. If you've owned a Tremor, did the 4.3 ever feel like it was too much on the highway? So I'm using this truck off the road too, so it's a real capability off the pavement. Okay, so this is where a build can just get out of control. Options. There are so many great options that if you just start selecting them, the cost of this truck just goes through the roof. So here's the filter that I use. If it adds structural capability, if it adds durability, safety, or has daily comfort and utility, it stayed. If it's a dealer markup fluff or something I can add later, I just skipped it. All right, so let's take a look at these. Now, you remember I chose the chrome package. We're going to go right into here, and we're going to go from option by option just to tell you what I got. So, fifth wheel package, definitely want that for later towing. FX Road package, you don't need it because it's part of the Tremor package. Up here, connectivity package, that's just internet in your car. I have a phone that has internet, so I don't need it. All of this stuff with vehicle integration, snowplow package, and all that kind of stuff. That stuff is for equipment industrial equipment that goes on the front of the truck. I don't need that. Snowplow prep, I live in South Texas. We don't really need that. I don't plow anything. Sirius XM, I have it now and I never use it. So I don't think I'm going to use it. I usually just stream from my phone. All right. And then the heavy service front suspension. One, it's not available with the Tremor, and I'm not running heavy equipment, front mounted equipment anymore. But this is kind of nice. So discount Tremor off-road package, basically you get $570 off for adding the chrome and the Tremor package together, so that's nice. Tires and wheels, only one option with the Tremor package. And then if you go down here to running boards, it comes standard with the power deployable running boards, but for no cost, you can get it comes with the off-road running boards, which I'll select real quick and see if it'll pop the, you can see it's a little bit different look. You get a more of a traditional off-road look, but man, I really like the power ones. Why? It cleans up the look or on the side of the truck, and then it drops way down here, which is really nice for someone like my wife to get in. She's shorter, and then we all know happy wife, happy life, right? So moving on, let's go to the exterior options. All of this stuff is included inside the King Ranch package. So you get all of this stuff, and then you get down to the 12,000 pound Ford winch. I tell you, if I need a winch later, I'll install one later. I'm not financing that today. It's too much. And I just don't think it's a good deal, to be honest. Motorized these tonneau covers and trailer cameras and all of this stuff, these are things that I can get aftermarket. Trailer, auxiliary cameras and trailer TPMS cameras, all this stuff, unless you need it right now, the technology is going to get better. So I'll wait and get that later. The pickup bed side storage, they're neat and all. I don't think I want them. But if you don't know what they are, they're basically custom molded plastic storage bag on the side, and I think that I'm going to keep my bed more flexible. I'm not going to put plastic storage in this. There's going to be a lot of stuff going into this bed, and this isn't going to be one of them, especially for $1,695. So that's going to be a no for me. Real quick, let me check the moonroof. So this moonroof is a really neat feature. However, I don't love the rattle that they have on the rough roads. It's right here, when the window's closed, the damn rattles. So I'm going to go ahead and skip that this time. Retractable, let's go down to we already talked about the retractable bed steps. Let's go down this again. All of this technology stuff you can get later and cheaper off roads. The one thing I do want right here, spray and bed liner. Spray and bed liner is just like a Linux liner or tough bed or a whole, you name the brand, it doesn't matter. But for $625, it's a heck of a deal. And you get tailgate guard, black box bed tie down hooks, and black bed attachment poles. So that's going to be a definite add for me. Going down again, individual TPMS. Again, it's useful, but it's overpriced from the dealer. Get that later. Soft tonneau covers aren't strong enough for what I need. Illuminated front emblem, lighting up the Ford logo. I don't think so. Who would do this? Have you done this? If you've done it, I'd love to hear from you. SecuriCode. This is something I definitely want. I use this constantly on all of the trucks I've had. I can lock my keys in there, get back in later. This is a daily utility thing that I want. Wheel well liners. If we go down, retractable corner bed step, again, I'm tall enough, I don't need it. Drop-in bed liner, definitely don't need that. The PTO provision, I don't have the equipment that would require that. Pivot bed storage cases. These two, I don't quite understand. They seem like they would just clutter up your bed. Have you gotten these? Have you used them? I'd love to hear from you if you have. Wheel well liners. I saw these are nice. King Ranch comes with the rear ones already installed. So I'm wondering if I can use some of those Ford Plus points that I'll get from the purchase of the vehicle. I can go and buy these aftermarket and just install them. It's real simple to install. But for now, they're going to be a pass. Gooseneck hit kit. I think I can get that later. It's Texas. I'll actually buy it when and if I buy a gooseneck hitch. More likely than not, I'm going to get a fifth wheel hitch and that'll be installed. Engine block heater. Texas. Don't need it. Exterior backup alarm. Not a commercial fleet truck. Side window deflectors. This is just purely cosmetic. I'm going to skip that. Bed mat. I have spray and bed liner already tagged. LED roof marker lamps. Okay. This one's just for me. This is purely breaking all my rules. It's just aesthetics. It's just for looks. I mean, come on. You have a Super Duty, you need LED roof marker lights. If you think I'm crazy, yeah, tell me why in the comments. Splash guards and mud flaps, I'm going to get those aftermarket. I think there's some a little bit better ones. Splash guards I talk about. Wheel locks, I'll get those aftermarket better. Spare tire lock, I'm going to go ahead and get because it's $85. It's just, I don't want to have to crawl up in here and install this thing. I'll let them do it at the dealer right before I take delivery. One of the dealers is actually offering that as a freebie, so we'll see how that works out. Going down the way, you go all the way down here. Splash guards again on the rear, I'll get that fixed later. bed hooks. You can get them later, so I think I'm going to wait for later. I can see using these, but I don't have them now. So if I don't have them now, would I use them later? Or would I only use them if I had them? There's hooks on the inside. Why would I don't know. I may get them if I get a particular type of cover that actually, I don't know. Anybody have these? If you do, I'd love to hear from you. Splash guard we talked about, 189. Okay, going down here. Power Onboard. Yes, this is something I definitely want. What is it? It's basically a generator built into the truck that I can use anywhere in the field. And I mean, I'm out in the country, I'm out camping, I'm out fishing, doing whatever. Having this ability to have a generator where I don't have to lug along, don't have to have a gas can. This works really quietly. I'm going for it. For $985, sure. That's pretty much a deal. Onboard scales with Smart Hitch, that's kind of a safety thing. If I'm towing, I want it. I want the data. Max recline seats, yes. I plan on keeping this truck for like 10 years. I want the driver's seat to be as comfortable as possible, and this will fully customize that. Comfort matters long term, let me tell you. The rest of this stuff, Super Duty kit, no. Vehicle safety, I can get this console for like half that price and install it right there. Upfitter switches, absolutely. These are a must. These are those switches that you put in the Bedliner and allow you to connect accessories outside the car easily to the car, and you can just hit the switches right there. And it's kind of like if you have a Super Duty and you don't have Upfitter switches, or do you have a Super Duty? I don't know. All weather mat without the carpets, I'm gonna select that. They're about the same price as your weather mats, but a little bit less. But you get, the carpet mats, I end up just storing anyway, so I might as well just buy them now and then don't care about the rest. And you can, I'm going to skip down here, you can get the whole floor to be vinyl floor covering, and I considered that, but I'm worried about a couple things. That it's going to be noisier road noise, and that I can't take the mats out to clean them, so I'm just going to get the all-weather mats, and so on. So the rest of this stuff, vinyl floor coloring, rapid heat supplemental cab heater, it's Texas. We don't need heater in the cab. Going on down, the rest of this stuff is just fluff. All right, so what I want you to notice though, is notice what I didn't do. I didn't check every single box. Every option had to earn its place, except one. And if it didn't improve capability, durability, safety, or daily comfort, it didn't go in the truck, except one. Now let's see what having that kind of discipline costs me. All right, so this is where reality really sets in. We have a disciplined build, we have no fluff, and we have no crazy add-ons. But let's see what this actually costs. So as we look down here at the bottom of the page, you can see it's $92,685. But this is a long-term ownership of this truck. I plan on using this for 10 years. So when you spread that over 10 years, this isn't a toy. I'm buying capability that I think I need for the next 10 years. So remember, I skipped thousands of dollars in dealer's accessories. This could have easily been a $110,000 build, but I think this is what a disciplined long-term Super Duty looks like. So what I would like to know is, what would you do to build your truck differently? And really what's important for me now is, what did I miss? Because, is there anything I need to cut out? Is there anything I must add on? Because this is my dream truck, and I need to know, do I need to take the next step and go ahead and order it? So in our next video, I'm going to talk about how you order a truck, the invoice pricing, dealer strategy, and whether this truck actually gets ordered.